Hey everyone, welcome to MT Guitar. Today we're doing Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. Let's talk about this song a little bit. It's one of those songs that it really works well on the guitar. Happens to be a very good song that's accessible for chord melody or solo guitar. Meaning I can play the entire song with the melody included on the guitar without too much trouble, right? It actually works really well. There's a few reasons for that. One is it's in the key of C with mostly open chords. The other thing is the melody is very slow moving and it's beautiful, but it happens to work really well in the range of the guitar here in the open position. And it's pretty much on the downbeat of each chord for the most part, right? Da, da, so, da, right? So I can kind of reach those notes without too much effort. And now we can have this almost like pianoistic kind of thing where we're accompanying the melody. We have the chords that are kind of softer. And so now we can come to the next point, which is how do you play chord melody? Well, the first step is actually really understanding that the melody exists by itself somewhere, right? As the singer's part. And being able to play that. So we're going to start the lesson there, right? Just understanding that that's there. Now, part of the reason we want to do that is so we know it's there, but also because we want to play that part a little bit louder. And now we get into dynamics, accents, melody, and accompaniment. We don't want every note on the guitar to be the same volume. So if I have the melody starting each chord or each bar, that's going to be a little bit louder, and then the accompanying notes are going to be a little softer to sit underneath the melody. So it's going to be like, see that? I even play the melody note twice, but the second time it's part of the accompaniment arpeggio pattern. See that? Melody, accompaniment, accompaniment, melody, accompaniment. See? Melody. It's kind of hard to talk while I do it. The idea is it takes your total attention to really let that melody come out like a singer. That's part of why I wanted to play this in the nylon, because the nylon is just so expressive and really is good with dynamics. It totally works well on steel string. I was playing it earlier today on my Martin. It sounded great, so feel free to use that. And you could even use electric if you want. The other thing for this lesson is it's kind of a 2-for-1, because I'm also going to show you how to play this song without the melody, so just the chords. What ends up happening is that you have a really repeatable, dependable fingerstyle pattern that never changes. You can actually just do the opposite and not have to think too much and not have to focus too much and just play this beautiful song and enjoy it, right? So let me demonstrate that and we'll talk about it later as well. But like, my thumb is going to start each beat, okay? So we start over here. I'm going to do thumb, and then the rest of the 6 beats, right? We have 6 beats in the measure, so the other 5 are going to be with the fingers, and it's just going to be the same pattern each time. Da, so you can kind of attack this song from either angle, the chord melody or the simpler but still really great approach where you're just playing the guitar part. Da, 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 okay? So I'm going to throw both of these versions up on the Patreon, both the chord melody arrangement and the guitar accompaniment part, and just a great song to have in your repertoire, of course. I've played it out, you know, in especially like wineries or restaurants where people are relaxing and stuff. Also, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel a lot, as well as hitting the thumbs up. And we're going to jump in. We're going to start with just the arpeggio part, the accompaniment sort of part, then the melody, then the chord melody. So with that, let's go ahead and zoom in. Okay, so we're going to start with the most basic way to play this song, which is still really great and such a good workout for your arpeggios and your fingerstyle patterns and whatnot. And it's not too difficult to play. So we're going to do a C chord and just start the song with this basic arpeggio pattern. It's a 6/8 pattern where there's 6 1/8 notes to fill, and we're going to play them all independently with each finger. So thumb on a C chord here, index on the 4th string, middle on the 3rd string, B on the 2nd string. Then we complete the pattern with 3rd string, 4th string. Okay, so it's like this. All right. Now we go to the G and we play the same pattern, but the bass goes to the thumb goes to the 6-string bass here. And we play the same exact fingers and the same exact strings, and then back to C. Now, if you want to be fancy, you can just do what I did on the demo, but we'll save that for the more advanced arrangement. So I'm just going to recommend actually just going back to G and doing what you just did again. So it's like this. Repeat. Okay, that would be the intro. Here's the song though. We're going to play the chord progression now. C, E minor. And again, the thumb moved to the 6-string E bass, but the fingers are still playing the 4th, 3rd, 2nd strings. Okay, like that. A minor. We go to C over G here, or A minor 7 over G, if you will. Either way is correct to think of. So you move that ring finger to the 3rd fret 6th string. Repeat the pattern there, and then you can either play a bar chord F, or like I did, just play the thumb over 6th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, just like always. Here's a C over E, really cool. You play an E string bass. Usually we're told don't play that string when you're playing a C chord, but now we get to, and it's correct. Really cool. C over E, then a G. Okay. Let's review what we have so far, and then we'll build from that. 1, 2, 3. Here's the C. E minor. A minor. C over G. Here's the F. C over E. G. G again, twice as long. Okay, here's the F now. G. Actually, I'm going to recommend G, open 2nd string. Like that. Now, A minor, F. C over G, so this is going to be like this. G, so release that, back to C. And then you just play C twice as long there. So that's the form. This is actually a repeating form. So that's it. It's, oh, I'm sorry, that's it. What am I talking about? You have the bridge. I'm sorry, I'm spacing out here. So after you do the verse twice, it goes to the bridge, all right? I totally didn't think of that when I was thinking about this arrangement where you're not singing, because I had been playing the chord melody so much. All right, now when we go to the bridge, we're going to keep it open. We're not going to play the B bar chord. You're welcome to do that, but I'm just going to keep it simple here. E minor, B7. Okay, this type of B7 where you have 2, 1, 2, 0, 2. 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and you do that 3 times. Here's the 3rd time. Okay, after the 3rd time you go E minor, A7, D minor. Now we have to move everything down a string. D bass on the 4th string, thumb. And then 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Now G. And then you're back to the verse. Same part as before, okay? So, hopefully that makes sense. You can play the song without the melody, and pretty normal to do that on guitar, in fact. The chord melody is usually the exception, not the rule. So, now we're going to do the chord melody, but like I said, we're going to start with the melody to be really thorough. It's not something you want to do to rush into a chord melody if you don't know the melody yet, because then it's kind of like you're just grasping for air there with not really knowing the part. So here's my pitch on that. 1st fret 2nd string is the melody. 3rd fret 1st string, back to the C, back to the 1st fret 2nd string. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel the beat still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. All right, so we go D, 3rd fret, open to the 4th of the key, which is F, 1st fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, E, open, D, 3rd fret, 2nd string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G, A. Okay, that's getting to the 4 chord, and that's the 5th and 6th scale degrees. B, open 2nd string, 1st fret, C. 3rd fret, open, 1st, open, right? So that was D, E, F, E, D, 3rd fret, C, 1st fret. You can actually anticipate the 1st fret, U, alright? Okay, don't play it fast, but that's way too fast, but I just wanted to make sure that you saw all those frets really quickly before we move on. Alright, so learn that melody, play it in that 6/8 feel, nice and beautiful and slow. Now, when we play the chord melody, we have an advantage, right? So feel free to pause the video, honestly, if you want to do that for a bit, play it by itself. Now, remember I talked about the arpeggio before? If you skipped ahead, I'll refresh you here, but it's going to be, this is kind of the pattern, right? So as we play the melody, we're going to just pinch that melody and then continue the pattern as normal. So 5th and 2nd string together. Now, we're going to do that. Okay, so it's 5th and 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Same thing on the E minor. We're going to go to E minor, but this time we want the pinky and the 3rd fret 1st string. And we pinch the 6th and 1st strings together. And then go on our way with the arpeggio. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Now A minor, same thing, 5th and 2nd string. The 2nd string is the melody, but we repeat the arpeggio pattern from before. C over G, and then here we hit the next melody. All right, so let's review that. 1, 2, 3, That's probably too fast, but anyway, that's where we are. Now we go. So that's 3rd fret, 2nd string, 6th string bass, open, 1st string. Now the F. So that's 6th and 1st together of an F chord. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Now C over E, 6th and 1st string together. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Now G, 6th and 2nd strings together. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Okay, so that will be. So that was 4th. 3rd, 4th, 3rd. And that's the melody, that last 3rd string there. Now the F. So here we have to move our fingers up, so we're hitting the ring finger on that 3rd string. 6th and 3rd string together. 5th, 4th, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Notice I'm whispering the accompaniment notes. G. We hit 6th and 2nd strings together. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Okay. A minor, 5th and 2nd is the melody. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. So if we've done the work before of the chords and the melody, now it's sort of combining. 6th and 2nd string, but you need that 3rd fret. So it's 2nd string, 3rd fret, D note. I'm using the pinky. You know, however you got to do it. If you're barring, same thing. But I'm going to go here, 6th and 2nd string. This is the hardest part. Okay. All right, so a couple ways to do this, but let's start with this. So 6th and 2nd string, 3rd string, 1st string, bass. And then we hit 1st fret, 1st string, and then 3rd string. So it's like, and then C over G, 6th and 2nd string, 6th and 1st string together, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, G, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and then actually here, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, if you can. Get out of the way of the melody. Now you can either hit it on the downbeat, but I kind of, as I listened back, I should have gone like this. I probably should have anticipated it because that's what Elvis did. So that would be, oh, sorry. Or, if you will, that's dice 2. And then you repeat the C. So that's the entire part. I know we're kind of rushing through, but it's tricky, and it's on the Patreon if you need it to see it written out like that. All right, the bridge. We got to get to this part. All right, this is probably the most unique part of my arrangement of this. 6th and 2nd string together of an E minor. You have time for a third string, first string, bass. Now 3rd fret to 7th fret slide, 5th fret. That's the downbeat of the B. So now we get a 2nd fret, 5th string ready, as well as a 4th fret, 3rd string. And we hit the open B as well. So it's like melody, 5th string, 4th, 3rd, 5th, 3rd. Okay? Repeat. 3rd time. Sorry. 3rd time. Now we go to an E minor here. Here's the last part, and then we're done. 6th and 3rd. 6th and 1st string with the 3rd fret of the 1st string there. And then repeat with your arpeggio. Now A7. So, even though there's not a melody here, we still want to play the 5th and 2nd string together on the A7, just to give it a little bit of texture. That's a little tricky there, so that's 5th and 2nd, 4th, 1st, 3rd, 3-0. So that'll be... Okay. D minor. And then you repeat the arpeggio pattern. And then G. Actually, so you go just a G pattern, no pinch. Okay, that's the bridge. Tricky. So there you go. You got 3 levels of this. You got the accompaniment, the melody, and the chord melody. There you go. And this was a lot of fun to work up. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a great song to get you going with some chord melody. Enjoy.